really go through is a series in here that details things like why it's important to redeem the things you've done in your life for good, and rather than to just continually yield them away to evil. I I had been a part of so many horrifically stupid and evil things at times in my life. But during that time, I got exposed to and taught and trained in doing different things than most people ever do. And that being said, those skills and those experiences and those abilities have been compartmentalized most of my life, because I feel like in the body of Christ, or in the corporate body of Jesus that people get to hear about or learn about or anything else, nobody ever talks about where murderers fit into the story, where smugglers fit into the story, where do traffickers of humans and spies and corporate industrial liars and thieves and fraudsters and conmen and monsters that have taken over the world, where do they fit in? Where do they go when they get redeemed, or that they want to get delivered from those kinds of things, or they make a choice to put their trust in the one who can take from them the dreams of agony, the sleepless nights, the lack of rest, the anxiousness, the fear, the not having enough, the racing chaos and rage that's pouring out of us all the time. Because there's a cost for playing in that camp and being raised in that society, and it comes oftentimes, even if you stop, even if you leave all of it behind, it's still there. The echoes of your anguish are always singing away in the background, and they take your peace. They steal from you the life or the purpose that maybe you stole from others before you. But there's always a cost, and I had to pay that cost throughout my life, and I never had a place to go with my experiences and my time, and or the skill set and the resources that I had to bring to bear. I never had a place to fit into the body, and it's always been bothersome to me. It's always made me resent the way the corporate Christian American church has been offered to the world, because if anything, I see us offered up as the corporate sissies of the world. And I don't mean that to be unnecessarily offensive, just to be abrasive enough to get to a point of understanding that there is such a weakness and impotence in the body of believers. From my experiences in corporate evangelical franchise Christianity, I was raised in that kind of a world for so many years of my life, while using and practicing radical evil and criminal activity with my family members behind the scenes. I didn't understand how you could ever have that oil and water mix. And there's aspects to it, though, that when one of those people does become a double agent to the Dark Prince, they still have these things in there that they've done their whole life and that they know how to do. And yet there's these areas of the body that are so lacking boldness and courage and fearlessness and devotion that it is rotting from within. And I really believe that God is raising up and Yahweh is drawing out of the other side of the enemy's